Hello, everybody, and welcome back to an all-new, exciting episode of the Sunfall Cycle. We're in it. We're in deep. We leveled up. It's time to get our just rewards, which I assume for me is less HP than everyone else.
As your hit points go down.
Oh, can't wait. All right. Because we got a lot to do today, I'm going to just throw it over to you, boss man. Steven, take us away. Let's do this thing.
Cool. Welcome to the Sunfall Cycle. So, before we get into it too much, let's go over what happened last time, because that's a really great place to start every episode. What happened last time? Y'all were in the cathedral. And then what? Jesse, take it from there.
Oh my god. We were in the cathedral, and we decided it would be best, with the time we had left before the world ended, to go down into the hole created by the explosion, which led us into an underground passage filled with skulls that had weird little glow bugs in them, and a troll under a bridge that peddled in riddles, to which Bronze came up with some riddles that they had like a riddle off.
You trolled the troll?
Yeah, and we were trying to pay the troll toll, but unfortunately, let's see, Armaros decided to, kill stuff as usual. I thought I was going to be smooth and was sat on and murdered. Yeah, in general, we died terribly. But we leveled up. So, good for us.
You died terribly, but then at the very end, as the troll was coming for Aya.
Yeah, Aya saved the day.
Double crit some persuade check or something like that. And she had already cast friends on it, so she had advantage anyway. And she was like, please don't eat me. Just eat the bodies you have. And he was like, okay. She was able to get away with the Tear of Saloon, which counted as grasping it strongly instead of weakly. And
but we did not kill the troll. The troll still remains to be defeated.
The troll is still alive. The troll also is not shadow touched. So if you had killed it, it'd be gone, but you didn't.
We'll be back.
It's still there.
We'll get that troll.
And y'all asked if there were passageways out of that chamber, and I pointed out that that waterfall of water coming into the chamber had to come from somewhere, and there was this runoff that was as of smelting or metalworking in the water itself. So the waterfall comes from somewhere, and you could climb up the side and crawl sort of through that area to reach whatever is back there. And then it also has to go somewhere as well. So the two exits are following this river deep underground.
Cool.
But yeah, you decided to all get killed and return to the Gardens of the Moon.
Is that what happened?
And here we are. So, first order of business today, I think, is finding out how low Jesse is going to roll on his hit points.
Not like this.
Not like this.
Not
I have
like
a question.
Yes.
Before we get in the nitty gritty of leveling.
Yeah.
So it's more of a weird thing that bothers me, but under the spell list on the Roll20 page, how do you change the slots total? It just always is 0 and you can't click on it.
On the spells page?
Yeah.
For the slots total.
It's just always 0 and you can't change it.
Warlock subclass level is 4, subrace. Spellcasting ability modifier, charisma, spell save. That's very odd. I'm not sure.
Huh. Okay. So it wasn't a silly question.
No, that's really because Brits does not look like that. Brits says slots total, the number of slots.
Oh.
Changed? Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how that happened.
I'm pretty sure that it's automatically filled in as a result of your class. So Brit, because your class is druid and your race is elf and whatever, it automatically filled in. You have 4 spell slots and then 2 based on your level. But weirdly,
It's very
I don't
weird.
see that happening for you, Aya. So whatever. I think the thing with warlocks, Aya, is that you have 2 spell slots just permanently forever. You don't have spell slots per level as a warlock. So like you have this entry on the front of your character sheet that says spell slots just above where it says warlock, patron, great old one.
Yes.
And that's it. So like Brit has different spell slots per level. And I think for the warlock, what they did.
Because I can I cast everything at whatever level I'm at.
Yeah, using those 2 spell slots. So that might be what's going on. So it's a little bit weird. Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
It's not your fault.
All right. Awesome.
All right, folks, who wants to handle their level up first?
Am I the easiest? I feel like I'm the easiest one. Nothing ever happens to me. I level and I get to be a little bit more sneaky, and that's it.
No, last time you got to choose that whole thing where you're all insightful and stuff now. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Sure.
Is it though?
Sure.
Is that cool?
I guess. Awesome. Okay, Jesse, we'll do you first. So, as I'm looking at the player's handbook here, at 4th level, your sneak attack is still 2d6, and the only thing you gained is an ability score improvement.
Okay, so that's 2 to 1 or 1s to 2?
Yes, you have 2 points to distribute. You can distribute them both to the same skill or the same attribute, or 2 points to different attributes. 1 point to each.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
And everybody gets to do this today. This is a thing all of you get to do.
But that's all I get then. Is just that.
Correct. And
see,
of course you get to roll. You get to roll 4 hit points. You gain 1 hit
for the points.
This peer pressure. Floor Jeff would never make me do this.
Oh, he would.
I don't like it.
Jesse, if you added 2 points to your Constitution score,
yes,
your Constitution modifier would go up by 1, and you would gain 1 hit point per level.
That's really good, and I like that. But have you ever noticed? I'm sure there's like a roll chart somewhere. Someone's put this together. The amount of times you ask me to do an athletics check is through the roof. All I want to do is climb something. I feel like now's the time to drop some points in this so I can climb some shit.
Stop failing at climbing.
Yes, so I can put them into strength, right?
Yes, you can make your strength be 10 instead of 8.
I like this. I like this a lot. Okay. Wow, I strength instead of -1. That's a 0, my friends. I'm in. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Oh, it's all that climbing. My muscles are like, oh, so tense.
That makes your athletics be a 2 instead of a 1.
I'll take it.
Makes your strength saving throw be a 0 instead of a -1.
Oh, that's
makes
so great.
Based attacks be not at a penalty.
Yeah. By being with all you tough people, I got like tough myself. I got swole. So I'm feeling good.
And then, Jesse, add 1 to your total hit dice. And of course, since we're now on the Gardens of the Moon, go ahead and set your total hit dice back up to 4.
Damn,
yeah,
I'm
there
so
you
excited.
Go. Beautiful. So now when you take a short rest, you can spend up to 4 hit dice.
All right, here we go. I'm rolling what to do my HP now?
Let me double check. Pretty sure it's a D8.
D8 plus my Constitution, which is 0.
Plus your Constitution, which is 0.
And what is the average?
The average is 5.
Yeah, out of spite for not having Floor Jeff here today, I'm going to take the average.
Not having who?
Floor Jeff?
Floor Jeff.
Okay, fair. All right.
Yeah, I'm going to take the average because I'm tired of rolling like a 3. When
Put
all
yourself up to 21.
Wait, you took the average?
You took the average.
I have to, literally, I'm just rolling 8. I don't get any benefit from it. So technically, a 5 is way better than anything I possibly rolled.
You have a 50% chance to equal or improve on rolling a 5. Like you're 50% chance you're going to do that or better, man.
Oh, you sons of bitches. Oh, you sons of bitches. All right. What the hell? This sucks. You all suck. You're all terrible. You suck. What? No, I'll take it.
Okay.
I'll take it. I'm at 21 HP now.
He got a 5. Yeah,
people
rolled
think
a 5.
You all suck. This peer pressure. You can get me to do anything. And I'd be like, all right, let's do it.
Eat your own hands. Eat your
Oh,
own hands.
you guys will like me.
All right, that's it. That's all for you. You're done. Well done.
Hey.
Who's next? Next person on my list is well, let's do Armaros because I think the other two have like spells to decide on.
All right. What happens?
What happens? First of all, level 4, you gain an ability score improvement. So, Armaros, you can improve one ability score by 2 points or 2 ability scores by 1 point.
So ability score, is that literally strength, dexterity, and all that?
Yeah, Stradexcon and Wizchaw.
Jeez. That's amazing.
And you cannot increase an ability score above 20 using this feature.
Yeah. Okay. But 220, I could.
Yes, sir.
Dexterity improves AC.
Armor class.
It does, doesn't it?
Improves armor class, improves all of your dexterity-based skills like acrobatics, your saving throw.
But there's thresholds, right? So I'm at 15. If I go to 16, does that give me a +3?
Yeah, 16 breaks you to the new threshold. And similarly, Constitution going to 14 breaks you to a new threshold in Constitution as well. So you could gain a +2 con, +3 dex.
Yeah, so I'm going to do 1 in each of those. So +3 dexterity, +1 con.
Man, that is hard to argue with. Go ahead and change your sheet. And then immediately add 4 hit points to your maximum.
And we're already getting better health. Oh my god. Cool.
There you go. Going up from 24 up to 28 as a result of gaining 1 additional Constitution bonus.
For your purpose, though, Steve, it did mess up my AC. Because we had
yes, it did. Yeah, totally. I'll mess with that. Cool. And then you can also increase your total hit dice to 4 and your current hit dice also to 4 because you're level 4 now.
Cool.
And you're on the Gardens of the Moon. We'll just have to remember that like when you take a second wind, your fighter level is now 4, so you get 1d10 plus 4 hit points. Action surge doesn't change. You get nothing else. Cool. Next level, you get to make an extra attack when you take the attack action. Oh, and now, Jeff, you're going to roll or are you going to take the average?
As if there's a question.
Roll.
Good
roll.
man.
Roll.
It's 1d10
roll.
plus your Constitution
roll.
modifier.
Roll.
Now 3?
Plus 2.
Oh, you're right. Oh,
damn, son. You rolled an 8 for a total of 10 new hit points, bringing his total to 38.
This bull.
There we go. Well, the one before that I got like a perfect roll, and then the next one I got a 1, and this one's high, so we already know what level 5 is going to be.
It averages out. On average. All right, awesome. Killing it. And Kara, I remember you feeling fairly solid on what you
Actually,
were
if
thinking.
anyone in chat wants to fun, we've all rolled. So if you want to do, what would be the average versus what we've gotten? Sorry, go ahead. That would be fun if we did that math.
Yeah. It'd be fun to know like, what our average HPs would have been. You get 2 things this level, or a number of things this level, Britt.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell me about them?
I know I get either 2 to 1 ability or 1 and 1 distributed between 2. I get extra spells.
Yes.
What else do I get?
You get wild shape improvement.
Oh, right. I can be swimming animals now.
Yeah. At 4th level.
To wait till 8 to fly. But now I can swim.
I don't. You know what? There's a river, so I guess that might be useful. So, all right.
I don't know. I just like knowing that I could turn into an alligator if I wanted to.
And you're a Circle of the Moon druid, right?
Yes, I am.
Right. So you have been able to transform into a beast with a challenge rating as high as 1, which is a benefit. Usually you don't get to do that until you're level 8. You've been able to do it from level 2.
Why do you think I always choose Circle of the Moon, Steven?
A good one. Then at 6th level, you'll get to transform into a beast with challenge rating 3. So you don't get any benefit right now, but you will. Okay, awesome. And then you get your ability score improvement. Have you decided where you're going to put those?
I'm trying to decide if I want to do like 2 to Constitution or maybe like 1 to Constitution and 1 to Dexterity. Mm.
You boost your dexterity modifier goes up, improves your armor class. And then there's nothing else that benefits from getting 1 point, unfortunately. But if you put it into Constitution, for example, then next time this came around, so level 8, you would be able to gain more hit points.
What if I did 2 to Constitution?
You'd gain more hit points now.
Let's do that.
Awesome. Yeah. You bump your Constitution up to 16, gives your modifier +3, and you can immediately add 4 hit points to your hit point maximum.
Wow. 31.
31. Pretty killer. All right, go ahead, and I see you bumped your hit dice total up to 4. Go ahead and set your current hit dice up to 4 as well. And then, are you rolling for hit points, Britt?
I'll roll this time. I never roll.
Oh, exciting.
So
that's 1d8 plus 3. Hey, a very respectable.
Okay.
Rolling a 5, gaining 8 more hit points. You're up to 39,
Woohoo!
which I think is the same that Armaros has.
No, one more.
hey.
Okay.
What? I also prepared bark skin so I can change my armor class to 16 if I want to. So we can go like tank some shit, dude.
Absolutely. That's pretty
Cool.
killer. You can snake and tank.
Yes. Yes.
Fantastic. You also gain 1 more second level spell slot, so you can cast up to 3 second level spells per day, and you have learned a 3rd cantrip.
Sick. And I've got all those. So my cantrips are Frostbite, Produce Flame, and Poison Spray.
Awesome.
And then for today, I've prepared 1st level spells, Healing Word, Ice Knife, Cure Wounds, and Tangle. And my 2nd level spells are Flaming Sphere, Bark Skin, and Moonbeam.
Fantastic. Yeah. Cool. All right. That's super rad. I think our only person left now is Aya.
I was just finishing typing up these ridiculously long descriptions.
I saved the best for last, and also the last one who has the most to write down.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Some of this stuff is so specific that I'm like, I should probably have all the information.
Right. So, have you decided where you want to put your ability score improvements?
Yeah, I put it in intelligence. So I have a +3 to intelligence now. I put both in there.
Very nice. Super cool. And then you gain 1 additional cantrip. Which one did you take?
I'm typing it out right now. Let me see.
Create bonfire.
What is happening?
Am I switching the screen back and forth?
Oh my God, you deleted everything I typed.
Did I? I actually, oh no. 1 minute. Ah! All right, hang on. I'm gonna help you out with this. Are you ready?
Yes.
Wow, saved.
Yes, you're the best. Still doing the A thing.
Someone is somehow putting A's in here. There we go.
Okay.
Hit that button and you just have it.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you. You're the best.
Ta-da! GM shenanigans.
Yeah.
Now, how do you have like a billion cantrips? Oh, because you're Pact Tome of the Pact.
Yes, because I have a book. So
Yeah.
3 of these are from my book, which is why I said at this point I have almost every cantrip. But
Yeah.
the one I chose this time, especially given like how the last episode went and how, the fact that half of us can't see in the dark is a problem, I chose Create Bonfire.
Yeah.
So now I'll be able to create like an AoE, and it does do damage. So I can actually create a bonfire in a creature's location, and then they have to succeed a saving throw or they get, they take damage from it. And then especially with the fact that I have so many abilities that influence movement, I could potentially like fear them back into the bonfire. I just feel like it's like a really cool ability.
Totally.
That way, poor Brit doesn't always have to shapeshift back into a human to produce flame and then back, because I can just use that as a concentration and then like do other stuff.
I do have Flaming Sphere now, and that one is concentration. And as long as I cast it before I change into an animal, I can keep having it. And that one moves up to, I think, 30 feet as a bonus action. So if there was another one, like we have a light solution, but I like bonfire too.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Like especially because I haven't really been using my concentrations. Like my only other one is Hex, and that takes up a whole spell slot.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's not as useful as like.
It's real good, but it's like pure combat utility. It's not.
Yeah. And most of the time, like the last 4 fights, I haven't used it because Dissonant Whispers triggers attacks of opportunity and pushes the monster away from the party, which is way more useful. So it's like, oh, do I want to do a little bit extra damage, or do I want something that has this massive utility?
Yeah, totally.
So I'd rather have Bonfire than Hex because it's the only other concentration that I have.
And in keeping with that theme, you've learned one more spell as well.
Yes. And this you can use in combat. However, I don't think I will. So it doesn't matter to me. That's a concentration. For my new spell, I chose Detect Thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah, which has a long ass spell card. Yeah, but essentially I can use it in a few different ways. I can use it to read somebody's mind. I can use an additional action, and then they have to succeed a wisdom saving throw in order for me to actually probe deeper into their mind. And if they fail that, I get insight into their reasoning, emotional state, and something that looms large in their mind. And then I can ask them questions that force them to think about a certain thing and then kind of probe them deeper. I can also use it to detect thinking creatures within 30 feet. So even if I can't see something, I can cast this as an action and like be able to detect whether someone is there or not. So I think that's going to be a really useful ability since we don't have anything like that currently.
Awesome.
Yeah. You don't want to fall into the D&D party trope of let's tie him up and beat him, even though torture has been proven to be a wildly ineffective and unreliable way to obtain information, but we're going to do it anyway.
Didn't we torture someone like the first episode? That guy in the dungeon?
No, what?
What? No, we didn't.
No, we didn't
not
torture him.
We just told him we weren't going to let him out.
Yeah,
Yes.
then he
We
punked
were
us.
going to torture.
There was some coercion, but
Where did he go?
Where did he go?
And what was behind that wall?
He
Didn't
punked
we
Any
find
us.
answers?
No, we never found him. He left us a fake
He just
gem
walked
and
away.
pieced out. Yeah.
I hope we see him again.
I wonder. Would I do that?
He's like the
Awesome.
villain.
Well, Aya, I think there's one more item left on our leveling up list. Are you going to roll?
Yeah, I'm going to roll. I live dangerously.
All right. So that's 1d8 plus 2 for your constitution modifier.
Oh my God, the A thing is still happening. I can't type in the window.
What
What is going on
hell?
here?
Then maybe you should push the A on your keyboard.
Yeah, that worked. It's weird because I have a mechanical keyboard and the button was
Right.
not depressed, but okay. +2, yeah.
Yeah. Ooh. Rolling that big ol' 4 this time. So you're going up
Perfect.
to
That's
24.
actually what I was aiming for.
Really, 24
Yeah.
is what you want.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I don't want to, like, I know that warlocks are a little tanky, but I don't want to outshine, Jesse too much.
So true.
It's
How much
far
health do
too
you
late
have?
for that. That ship has sailed. You are on
Wait,
the
what?
SS
Wait, how much
Shining.
do you have?
I have 21 HP. I can't. You'll never. You're already outshining. Even with the 4, you were already doing better. You could have rolled 1, and no matter what, you would have been better.
It's okay. It's fine.
Thanks.
When I get hit by something, it's a bad day. Like that means our party has truly failed.
I mean, it's true for Jesse as well. It just happens a lot with Jesse.
I don't like your rolls. I don't like this whole.
I like how
thing.
last battle Jesse tried to fight correctly, but then the water swept him and just shoved him towards the troll anyways, and he's like,
Yeah.
No.
I got sat on and then killed. It was great.
Our rolls last session,
They were terrible.
We're
I'm
not
still
good.
calling it the curse of Eric Vulgaris because he pulled some strings with his roll 20 privs that just ended our rolls. It was terrible.
True. It's true. He wants y'all to feel real good about taking a break from the Sunfall Cycle, so he gets to come back and play. So, speaking of Eric Vulgaris, We updated some of the character art based on the art that Jesse has coming in. So now we've got Aya represented with her beautiful character art here. And we also have one for Eric as well that I'll pull out onto the screen just so that we can see it. Jesse, do you want to tell us a little bit more about the art that you've gotten for us?
Yeah, so because everyone was really excited that this was kind of like a Dark Souls-y Darkest Dungeon run, I was talking with a friend who was like, I can do Dark Souls-y art, and it's slowly coming in. So this is like stuff that's happening right now. There's a very awesome looking Darkest Dungeon version of Aya and one of Kairos. And there are 3 others that are being worked on as we speak.
I love how his hat sits on his head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're dope.
It's a good hat.
So you
so
can
cool
see
looking.
his little smirk underneath it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're super great. I'm trying to keep them as updated to the characters as possible. So you'll notice that Aya has a little crow that pukes gold and a skull.
That crow, y'all are lucky I didn't take the familiar thing, or I would have bartered with Steven to have that crow be familiar.
Just constantly throwing up money on you.
I'm serious. I thought about it. I was like, oh, if I had taken like the Pact of the Chain or whatever, I could have been like, that's my familiar now. He lives with me forever.
In all fairness, couldn't you have taken Find Familiar as one of your spells?
No, that's not on the list, is it? Wait,
It's
it
not
might
on
be
the Warlock spell list.
It might be actually.
I like the snap no and then be like, wait, maybe.
Because I
No,
only
it's
checked
not.
level 2.
It's not. Nope.
Okay, see.
Find Familiar is a level 1, but it's a wizard spell. Yeah. No. Oh well.
If I took Pact of the Chain, I think I could have done it. I think.
Yes.
I would have bartered.
If you'd taken Pact of the Chain, I would have bartered with you.
It's better that you're off the chain, you know what I'm saying?
Heyo.
I'm upset by that. I miss Floor Jeff. Floor Jeff never would have said
I
that.
love how bad it is. It makes me so happy. I don't know why.
God, Brit.
It's great. Don't
One
stop.
of these Christmases, I'm going to get you the most, deformed kitten or whatever. Like, it needs a home.
What?
Aw.
It'll be like a high fashion cat. It'll be a new.
What do you mean a high fashion
It's
cat?
like a super mutant, like inbred for thousands of years.
What? I get my cats from the shelter.
Yeah, this one too, but like Paris Hilton's shoulder.
Sometimes I say fucked up things like that too, and people always think I'm a monster. Like,
Yeah.
back when I couldn't adopt cats, because I didn't have a place that allowed them. I did see like a one-eyed cat up for adoption. I was like, oh, that's like, I would love to have a one-eyed cat. And people are like, that's terrible. I'm like, no, because it looks like it's seen some shit,
Yeah.
But I would never harm a cat ever.
And also, like,
But I would totally adopt one that had one eye.
I don't know. Like, I feel like it's nice to give an animal that other people might not feel attracted to a loving home, because there's no difference in like how great a cat is.
I used to have a 3-legged cat, and he was awesome.
I just want like an ugly dog, like one of the
lead-
fat ugly dog, and I'm gonna name him Leviticus Pooch, and I'm gonna call him Thud wherever he goes.
Leviticus Pooch.
Leviticus Pooch, and he's gonna be great, and I love him to death. He's my imaginary dog that one day
Why
I'll
don't
get.
you have him?
Because I can barely take care of myself, let alone another living thing. So I'm gonna just chill on that for a while.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Sunfall Cycle, where we are exceptionally real.
I can barely take care of myself. I'm really not doing great right now.
I'm having a really hard time today, guys. All right, let's go into battle. Jesse, the monster attacks you first. One of my old friends, one of the lead writer on The Secret World, I think, had a one-eyed cat. I think his name was Odin, or maybe Wayne.
It's great.
You think his name was Odin before or after it lost the eye?
He got him after it had lost the eye, so the name was given after. But it's always like, you meet someone in a movie or whatever, and they're like, my name is Dr. von Murderstein. And it's like, did your parents name you that before or after you became a movie villain?
They knew it was coming.
Yeah, they could tell.
It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Like, all right, we get it. You're not gonna go into dentistry, Mr. Murderstein.
That'd be so funny. Dr. Von Murderstein.
DDS.
Hi, I have a 9:30 a.m. appointment with Dr. Von Murderstein.
Ah, you're here for your braces? Come on
Oh.
in. Don't worry, my tools will not hurt. Like, no.
You get into the office, it's like some small, meek, unassuming guy. He's like, "Hi, I'm Dr. Von Murderstein. Don't worry about me. It's just a little bit of a funny thing, you know, old German family. Listen, we here at Murderstein and Sons, we value anxiety-free dental care.
Yeah.
So I'm going to talk you through the procedure we're going to be doing today. I hear you have an extraction.
Gosh, one of my aunts worked with somebody who was like, their name was Dr. Handler, but they were a podiatrist.
Nice.
So I'd always call her Dr. Footler and pissed her the fuck off every time. I was like, why wouldn't you be a hand doctor? You ruined
had
your
it
whole
so
life.
easy.
It's terrible.
That's
How are you going to take care of feet when your name is Dr. Handler?
Some people make the wrong choices in life. Well, folks, can we play some D&D?
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do this.
What did y'all want to get done today? At the end of the last session, y'all had talked about a plan to go recover the dead body of the Knight of Astapon that Castor and Pollux had asked you to recover so long ago, that Jesse stole the armor from and is still sort of like staying in the treasure chest on the Gardens of the Moon. And bring her corpse back to Castor and Pollux, and then like try to use that good graces to get some information from them. Is that still the plan?
I think so. I don't think we've had any other plans since, so yeah, definitely.
Fantastic. Did y'all want to visit Maine and see what spells he has available today?
Go for it if you do. Does anyone have the money left?
I have 148.5 gold.
I think y'all have a lot of money.
Is that right?
You haven't particularly spent a lot of it.
Does anyone need some gold?
I mean, I have 200 some, so I'm good.
Oh yeah, by the way, some of y'all had
Buy stuff?
healing crystals. So Armaros.
Somebody in chat pointed out that I could change my Eldritch Invocation, and I didn't realize, yeah, I could. So I might do that, but I'll do that quietly on my own.
Cool.
Because I think I can upgrade my book.
Can you?
Yeah.
With your Eldritch Invocation?
Yeah, because last time I got an invocation, I didn't have the prerequisite pack of the tome because I had just hit level 3. So I took Agonizing Blast, because obviously, and I took Eldritch Sight, which was Detect Magic, my go-fi thing. But now I have access to other stuff I didn't used to.
Nice.
Yeah, when you gain a level in this class, you can choose one of the invocations you know and replace it with another invocation that you could learn at that level. Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, isn't one of the invocations like familiar? Didn't we just learn that?
Yeah. Well, and then here it says I can choose 2 first level spells that are rituals from any class of spell list, and that's how I could do it. Because then I could take it from the wizard. I could take it from the wizard's book. But I'd have to cast it using my book. My tome.
Yeah. And then you could add other rituals to your Pact of the Tome. That's pretty awesome.
Thanks, chat. Once in a while when y'all backseat, y'all are useful.
Yeah, GM chat, makes a lot of bad calls, but we're glad they're with us.
GM chat. Okay, so for relics and rarities, the amount of people that I had to argue with that were like, I see it's Bronze Girl's first time playing Barbarian. You can't be feared when you're raging. And I'm like, but I'm not a Berserker Barb. I'm an Ancestral Barb. And we do get feared when we're raging. I don't really know, but read the book.
Read the book.
Anyways, Bronze, thanks for doing that quietly.
Yeah, of course. You're welcome.
In the background.
On your own.
Steven's like something, Jeff, and Bronze like, no!
Do we need anything from Maine? Maine just has the spells, right?
Real quickly, before we go on to the spells, there is a little bit of upkeep. Last time y'all visited the Gardens of the Moon, you bought some healing crystals.
Oh, right.
And at least one of them wasn't used. So Armaros, in your belt number 1 slot, you have a healing crystal. When you return to the Gardens of the Moon, it shatters and the magical energies contained within it decay. So it is gone. And then I thought there was another one. And Kara, I don't see
I used mine.
Cool.
Used it up.
And Sarek, I don't see one on your list. And Aya, I don't think you had one. Yeah. You still have the Fang of Dahaka with you, or did you leave it in the statue? I think you left it in the statue.
Last time, yes, it's still there.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
So it's not in your in your belt pouch.
Did I get rid of the patrician's key? Did
No.
we do that? I still have it, right? Okay.
Yeah. That's a trivial item, so it doesn't take up any space in your slots, for example.
Right.
Someone on Twitter, I forget the name of this person actually, and I'm very sorry if you're watching right now, made an awesome character sheet that has all of those slots as like a sheet that is your equipment. And it's really cool, and I want to do the work someday of creating a custom character sheet for the Sunfall Cycle that has those slots as like things you can write in, because I think that'll be just like a lot easier. It'll look really nice, really cool. But thank you very much to the person who has done that. That's really awesome. All right, so Maine has the following spells today, just so that you know.
Do we have a sheet for that I can show the kids on the internet, or is that just
No.
a you thing? Okay.
Yep, we don't. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes.
Ooh.
So Arms of Hadar, Magic Missile, Goodberry, Detect Poison and Disease, and Compelled Duel.
Which one of these is not like the other? Just put it out there. Goodberry is definitely a type of weed. I think I saw a dude selling down the street. Goodberry? Come on now.
Goodberry.
What spell is Goodberry?
It's a druid spell.
It's
Of course
really
it
good.
is.
I can give you a good berry and it I think it gives you like 1 HP back. And I
Sure.
get like 10 per time. Something
Yeah.
like that.
I think it's actually better than that.
Sure.
Goodberry.
Goodberry.
Up to 10 berries appear. Yeah, eating a berry restores 1 hit points. I thought it was like 1d4, but yeah. And and a berry provides enough nourishment to sustain a creature for a day.
Yeah.
There you go.
But I already have healing word and cure wounds.
Yeah.
What is Arms of Hadar?
Arms of Hadar is a
Hadar, vase, vase. Come on, man.
that's a warlock spell.
Tomato,
You invoke
tomato.
the power of Hadar, the dark hunger. Tendrils of dark energy erupt from you and batter all creatures within 10 feet of you. Each creature must make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, it
Oh
takes
my
2d6 necrotic damage and can't take reactions. On a successful, half damage.
That's incredible.
Pretty good. It's P good.
You gonna get it?
These magic missile. Compelled duel, like
Yeah.
forces one creature to just fight you. You just shout me, fight me 1v1, bro, and then they do.
I don't think we have that problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, these are things you can only use if you have spell slots to use them. But yes.
Should I pick up Goodberry? Just because?
I mean, for me, it would be for the goof. And I would love. Plus, I'm in a patrician's robe and I have my little laurel. Just plucking berries and eating them is in character. But I don't know that we need it.
Yeah.
I don't know if Aya has too many things to deal with. I don't know if having another one is worth it, but whatever. I have no clue. I don't
Okay.
know the rules.
I don't have the spell slots.
Meh.
Yeah, because it still takes a spell slot when you use it, and
Yeah, it
I
basically
only have
having
2. Yeah.
having a spell icon with you expands the number of spells you know, but not the
Yeah.
spell slots. that you
Sure.
Yeah.
have. It gives you more options, but it doesn't let you do more.
Good berry. Just, it's so silly. Why is that? It's my favorite spell in the history of spells. Good berry. Yeah, I guess we're good then.
Cool.
We're good, Barry.
Home of the
Right,
good berry.
nobody-
Can I
nobody
take your
feel like-
order?
Would you like a good berry?
Welcome to Goodberry, home of the Goodberry. Can I take your order?
She's a dude. I'm a dude. We're all dudes. Yeah, of course. I too remember the 90s.
Oh yeah. All right, kids. Let's go.
Okay.
Yep, the four of you fix your gaze out on the shimmering lake on the Gardens of the Moon, the open tower behind you, its armory standing empty. And then you blink, and then you stand around the Sunfire brazier in the barricade camp. So, what do you do from here?
Well, I don't think we should stop to talk. I think we should head. Shoot. Question. Point of order.
Yes.
In order to get to the top of the ramparts again,
Yeah.
the only path is back through the spears?
That's definitely one of the ways you could go.
Can I do some sort of check to remember another way? Because that's terrifying.
Yeah, roll like an investigation check, Jesse. Damn, dude. Yeah, like you're like stumped, and then like you lean against the nearby wall, and you're thinking to yourself, man, there's just no way for us to get back there unless we could like climb this wall, is like what you're thinking as you stand there. And then you realize, oh.
You say that like we are good at climbing, but okay. I will attempt to climb the wall with the rope that I have in my sack and tie it to something and throw it down so we can all climb. I put those.
So
2 points in there.
just to remind you,
oh God, yes.
The southern exit from the barricade camp leads down this narrow path that's like the 20-foot wide street with all the rubble along it, like broken furniture and like dead, like destroyed wagons and stuff like that. And then up on the top of the wall, I think there's 3 spear throwing maniacal statues left at the top of the wall. Let me double check this. It is actually important.
It depends on which side, right? Or not.
Yeah, at the tops of the walls. Oh man. Oh, right. That's because it's not in this section that I've taken the notes on it. I was like, why did I not take notes on this? That's because that's like the section that covers the downstairs area. Yes. Okay, so there's the camp approach wall top east, which looks like it still has 4 statues, and the camp approach wall top west. Okay, no. The camp approach wall top east had this these broken flagstones between statues 2 and 3 that led down into this crumbled interior. And so you killed 3 of the statues on top of the eastern wall, because you killed 2 of them to get to the crumbled interior, like downwards area. And then Kairos and Armaros killed number 3 by pushing it off the ledge. So there's still a 4th statue on top of this wall. And that's the wall that you're currently facing. The other wall has 4 statues intact, but there's no crumbled area. I think, yeah. Totally.
So our options are, can we go back to a previous brazier?
You know, you have not chosen what brazier to return to. You have merely opted to return, and it has returned you to this brazier.
Can we
Got it.
touch a brazier and decide to go to another one, or have we ever tried?
You know of no way to
Gotcha.
travel to other braziers.
We didn't even think to ask. Okay, well, our options, gang, are either going through the gauntlet or going above and only, like, either avoiding stuff or taking the fight to the statues. Those are our two options.
This is where I got eaten by rats, right?
Yeah, this is the rat eating. Exactly.
You can hear small, gentle squeaks from the gutter in front of you.
Cool.
I say we climb and we take them out so we never have to deal with them again.
There's only one left.
On one
There's
side.
only one left on this side. Mm-hmm.
Let's do it. Let's do this.
Okay. We have to get up there first.
All right. Yeah, so what are you doing, Jesse?
I'm gonna climb, and I'm going to take the rope that I got from the gelatinous ooze room, and I'm gonna tie it, I imagine, to hopefully one of the remaining pedestals or something that's up there, and give everyone the ability to climb up with some aid, so we can all get up there.
Do you have a grappling hook?
No, I don't have a grappling hook. I was gonna climb and then take the rope with me, and then hook it on stuff.
So the walls that are protecting the town or the palace compound of servitude, they're not easy to climb.
I get it. Well, I'm gonna try. Screw it. I'm gonna try.
Okay. This is DC 18 athletics check.
Great.
Which now you have no penalty to. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I see. No.
Armaros, Aya, and Kara, while the three of you discuss what to do, in the background, Sarek is just sort of hanging on the corner of the wall, about 2 feet off the floor.
I've got this. I can do this.
Armaros, do you feel inspired by your own personal strength to try to scale this wall, or do you feel confident that another course of action is the best one?
He's always more team-oriented, so he's wondering how to get everybody out of there, right?
I really wish I had taken a different ritual now. Maybe we could have used a floating disc.
Do we have anything? Question to everyone: do we have anything that can help us avoid being hit by spears and just going back through the gauntlet? Maybe that's easier than trying to climb up.
Let me see.
Last time when Ankara cast darkness, they still got us through the darkness, didn't they?
Yes.
I don't think...
it wasn't darkness, it was
fog.
A fog.
What if she used darkness? Because isn't that impenetrable?
Are they
even
based
with
on
magical
sight?
sight? I think it's. I'd have to read the spell, but I think even if you have dark vision,
yeah, you can't see in darkness.
You can't see it.
What if I became a giant wolf spider and took you guys up one by one?
Terrifying, but good strategy.
I was gonna say that is a little scary. Couldn't you climb up and then just toss your booty web down?
I think that's a Steven question. Steven, is that allowed?
Like a ladder, like a booty ladder
Are booty ladders allowed in
booty?
Dungeons and Dragons? Sir, is that a spell, booty ladder?
Let's see. Giant spider, wolf, warg, winter wolf. Neither of those are wolf spiders. Giant spider, I presume that you're thinking about specifically.
I think this is a CR one.
Giant spider, CR1. Yeah. Spider climb, web sense, web walker. You have web. I mean, I feel like it makes logical narrative sense to allow you to use your web to create webbing.
And web is sticky, so not even Sarek can mess it up.
Okay.
That's true.
Then, I'll turn into a giant wolf spider.
Awesome.
And start climbing up the wall and weaving a web behind me for them to also climb.
Awesome. Okay, let me grab you a giant spider.
It's really creepy.
Yeah,
Sick.
this is unpleasant.
Oh man.
Giant spider.
When I get to the top too, I look down at you guys and wave with one of my spider arms. And then both of them.
Still scary. Still.
Come on!
Still terrible.
Oh,
Come on!
I'm for some reason imagining like a spider with like eyelashes.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Right?
Who's like, come on!
Hi guys. It's like the cutest spider.
Come on!
Surely I've got like a spider.
guys. Climb the web.
I don't.
You can do
I don't like this.
it.
Well, the closest thing that I have to a spider is this guy. So your
Okay.
spider form is just going to look
Oh
like
my
this.
God.
Oh my God!
Jesus.
Yes, I am the most terrifying nice spider that has ever existed.
But like with like a really chipper personality. Just
yeah,
like,
I feel
"Come
like
on,
when I'm like,
guys."
"Hi guys," it actually comes out as like,
Oh, that is awful. That is. Wow, look at that guy's teeth. Ugh.
Giant spider Kara, AC 14. Cool. I'm giving you like a little like token and everything.
Thank you. Sick.
Save changes. Giant spider Kara, you select the token. Cool. Now we've got you all saved up. You've got your giant spider Kara in your journal so that you can pull it up at any time if you want
Sick.
to change the spider.
I feel like when I changed to, I was just watching Sarek like hanging there, and I was just like, and then turned into a spider and like walked over him and started climbing up.
Just like leave web like over his body as you climb.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, awesome. So you climb up to the top of the wall. It's fairly easy, and you leave a web that's quite easy to climb. Like
Cool.
it'll be like a DC 10 athletics check to climb with no problem. So would the others of you please give me your athletics rolls?
Do I need to do this again as well?
Yes, you do.
How come that?
There you go. Oh no, Armaros, I need your athletics check as well.
Okay.
Cool. So the consequence of this is that it just takes you a little time. It takes you some time to figure this out. It takes you some time for everybody to climb. Aya's having some trouble. I think probably Aya, like the spider web just like sticks to your hands and it's like hard to move up the web. Like you just get stuck to the web for a little bit. So the consequence is it takes you 10 minutes. Black. There we go. But the four of you make it to the top of the wall with no problem. And there, within about 40 feet, you see this threatening statue standing with a javelin held at its side, stone still, of course. And beyond it, the crumbled flagstones that lead down into the interior of the wall. And then further beyond, the wall rises to the roof of the Barbican, where you know, because you can both hear and see the humped head of a great lizard sort of like strafing the sky as it sniffs the air. So, what's the plan now? Are you still giant spider Kara?
Sure, for now.
Cool.
Didn't we break some of these statues before?
Yeah, you killed the other three. So
The
there's
other
this
three,
one,
yeah.
and then there's 3 broken statues beyond.
And this guy has a spear, not arrows.
Javelin, yeah. Mhm.
Javelin. Okay. Got it. What do you guys want to do?
Last time we had a whole system set up where we had Armaros and Kairos go forward, and we had like a whole setup where we were like slowly inching into it. I don't know that we can do it this time, but I definitely say, Armaros, go get him, pal. We'll be right behind you.
What are we doing? Charging the statues or something?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, whatever it is, however you want to approach, because you'll have to take the lead, and we can just follow.
Sure. Yeah, I'll do whatever. charge after it.
Cool. So you're just like charging up to the statue in front of you?
Is it the same thing we did last time? Or that's what we did last time. We put a table in front of us and charged after it, and then...
Yeah, I just don't know that we have a table this time. So
Yeah, there's no convenient cover to be used this time. So go ahead and I guess it's 40 feet away. So like to make this nice for you, because it's shitty to just be like, well, you spent 2 actions moving into combat. You're gonna walk forward slowly and then like catch a breath, charge 30 feet, and then be able to attack Jeff. Yeah, Armaros goes thundering across the top of this wall. Do you have your shield out, Armaros?
Of course, yeah.
Awesome. And as you approach, like when you get within 10 feet of the Guardian statue, it like shifts in its stance and responds to your proximity, but you are too fast. Go ahead and make your attack, sir.
Right.
15 hits, your flail connecting strongly.
Oh yeah, we have better
6,
weapons and
obviously.
stuff too now.
6
so
damage. Now, Armaros, the last time you fought these statues, you could tell that your sword was not terribly effective against them. Their stone nature prevented the full damage from affecting them. However, this time, that is not true. Your sanctified flail flashes with a bright flare as it contacts their skin, and chunks of stone are blown off of it as your flail sweeps through. Would everybody please roll for initiative?
Yes. $12.
Nice.
Oh,
and,
off of mine.
and Kara, you're probably going to have a challenge. 14. Cool. So I'll add you to the add turn, and that's a 14. Fantastic. Let's sort by descending. Awesome. Sarek, you are the person who gets the drop on this particular combat as soon as it is joined. What do you do?
Even though I know I'm terribly ineffective just shooting an arrow at it, I'm gonna try and do that because I have sneak attack as well, right?
You
because
do.
My dude's there, so yeah, let's do this thing.
Go for it. 23. You sink an arrow into its eye socket. Roll your damage. 9 piercing damage, and then roll your 2d6 for sneak attack. Plus 10, 19.
Nice.
As resistances from non-magical weapons that aren't something.
Yeah, but
interesting.
like 19's a lot though.
19 still.
That's still
ends
numbers.
up you dealt 9 damage.
That would
so-
almost kill me. So come on.
Yeah. All right, Aya, you're up next, followed by Ankara.
I'm gonna blast it.
All right.
Wow.
13 force damage. Nailed him. Yeah, chunks of stone just come flying off of this guy, showering against your shield, Armaros. And Kara, it's your turn. You're still a giant spider. by the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna run up and I guess melee weapon attack him. I know the poison doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Wait,
By the way,
as a
Ankara,
spider?
roll a d6.
Okay.
Kara's so creepy.
You're gonna fight as a spider though?
Ugh!
And Ankara, roll. Actually, you have your web back. We have already established it took you 10 minutes for everybody to climb the wall. So you have your web, even though it's a recharge 5 to 6. Okay.
Okay.
So you're gonna make for a biting attack.
Yes. Yes.
Go ahead.
Let's see. And is it the same now that we're level 1d20 plus? Or I can click it because you made it for me. Never mind.
Yep, you can open your
Never
giant card sheet. Click the button.
Yeah.
19, nailed him. You can
Sick.
click the attack.
Yep. 6 piercing.
6 piercing damage. So you can feel the pain in your fangs as they bite into this stone, and you can tell it's not super effective, but every little bit counts. Armaros, you're standing right next to this giant wolf spider who's just leapt onto and bitten the shoulder of this statue. What do you do?
Seeming that it's effective, I just keep hammering away at it, I guess.
Absolutely. Ooh, 13, unfortunately.
Oh, I
is
should have
not
webbed
quite
him.
Is that all for this turn, Jeff?
Yeah, because action surge is something that's replenished on a short break, right?
Is it action surge?
Well,
I know that second wind is. I'm not sure about action
Oh no, it's
surge.
during a combat turn. So I guess right? Did I read that correctly? So I can just attack again right now. And once you can push yourself to take a second action during a combat turn.
Yeah, and you get it back on a short rest. Actually, Jeff, I ruled this incorrectly last time. Action surge gives you one additional action. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, on top of your regular action, possible bonus action. Yeah, so you could action surge. You get it back on a short rest if you want.
No, that's okay. We seem to be handling fine. So just
Totally.
grunt.
The guardian statue shifts free and steps out of its plinth that it's standing on, and then it thrusts its javelin twice at you, Jeff. Once, twice, hitting you with the first, but not the second. Dealing you 5 piercing damage. And then we're back over to Sarek.
Well, hang on. Let me ask you a question. So if I use my reaction for parry and the dice roll is over that amount of damage,
Yes.
0 damage,
You take 0 damage, yeah.
then I shall expend 1 superiority die,
Awesome.
and then it's 1d8
Mm-hmm.
plus your dexterity modifier, which is now 2.
Nice.
Oh, poopy. Well, I take 2 damage.
Yeah, hey, that's definitely better than 5.
Yeah.
Sarek, it's up to you, and Aya is next.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to shoot and sneak attack. Call it a life. Let's do it.
Nice.
Bop,
Oh, yeah, nailed it.
bop,
Nice.
6 damage, 2d6 sneak attack,
bop.
7. So that's 13, so 6 damage total. Very nice. Aya, your turn, and Kara, you're next.
I'm gonna hit him with another Eldritch Blast. Because I'm not trying to use my spell slots right now. Haha, never mind.
Yeah. You draw a searing line of purple across the sky. And Kara,
Yeah.
what do you do?
I should have done this first. I'm going to web him.
All right. The target is restrained by
Ooh.
webbing as an action. Oh, when you hit. I
damn.
see. Yeah. So unfortunately, you missed.
Yeah.
You fired your web like over
Damn
this guy's shoulder. I think there's like a cluster of rats down in the street below that are all just like struggling against this web that drifted into the street. Yeah. Armaros, it's back around to you.
Pick. Swing again. God dang it.
Ooh, yeah, this time your flail connects, but sort of at an angle, and it just bounces off of his stone. The statue turns to you and thrusts again twice with a javelin. 1, 2. Missing both times, your shield is strong. Sarek, we're back around to you.
Let's do it. Just going to drop it on it. With a boop.
I'm imagining you like ducking behind people and like firing over Ankara and stuff. This time, unfortunately, your arrow
Too much ducking.
skitters off of the chitin on the back of Ankara's armored hide.
Yeah, I'm just still trying to stay in the background, so I don't want to get too close. But yeah, all right.
Yeah. Aya?
Yeah, no, Eldritch Blast.
Cool.
Again. This is what I do.
24, nailed it.
I'm a warlock. This is what I do. Here we go.
11. Very nice. You blast off a chunk of his shoulder. He's not quite dead, but can giant spider Kara finish it off?
I'll try biting him.
18 hits
Nice.
for 9 damage, half of which is 4. Your bite kills this guardian. He crumbles to pieces at your feet.
I'm imagining that giant grotesque spider we have a token of going, yay!
And I'm like,
Yay!
like horrifying.
I'm trying to hug you guys with my spider arms.
Come here, this is the best.
Yes.
We did it! High fives!
I would never hurt her feelings. So I'd be like, yeah!
Oh, please don't touch me.
Gigantic! This is creepy.
Amazing.
Steven,
Nice.
can I
There are
go
more
back
statues?
to
There are more statues on the other side, so on the other wall, opposite the wall that you're currently on. But the current wall is completely clear.
Can I go back to where we climbed up and tie off and drop down the rope that I planned on doing?
Yes, you can.
I want to make sure that we don't have to ever see that spider again. So I want to take the rope from the gelatinous ooze and tie it off down at that location so we can have at least a bonus when trying to get up.
Now, Sarek,
Yes.
I don't see a rope on your character sheet.
I have it
plan on
from
making that call when you can't speak.
Do I
My
not also
favorite.
have it in my Dungeoneers pack if I didn't get it from that guy?
We could say, for example, that you could pull this rope out of your Dungeoneers pack, and it would be that rope that you pull out. Sure, I'll allow that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I seem to recall that I got a rope from that dude and the
Yeah,
lantern.
yeah. You totally did. It's just that like your slots are full, man. And either you had like that rope stored in a slot that left you encumbered, or I don't know. So I'm being permissive with you. I'm allowing you to pull that very same rope out of your Dungeoneers pack.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take it and then be rid of this rope so that it doesn't matter anymore, and it shall be on this wall for us in the future.
Cool. Yeah, the question is not whether or not you got the rope. The question is just how you were carrying it.
I
without
understand.
being
I understand completely. I'm just giving you a hard time because
Well,
Whoa.
with this threat eliminated, that means we can come back here whenever we want, which means in Kara, we can visit Tim. And we haven't done that in a really long time. He might be getting chilly.
We can make a bonfire for him.
Exactly. Heat him up, make sure he's okay.
no.
Yeah.
Grown
No.
into a big, strong Tim?
No. We need to get the body, not the Tim.
Well, we're right there, though.
Yeah, the Tim is under the body. So we go to the body,
Yes.
kill the thingy, go,
Yes.
then we'll go see Tim.
Okay. Agreed.
That's
That's
fair.
all I was saying. It's like right there. We just have to go down the ladder and we can go see him.
So convenient.
Yeah,
Awesome.
So convenient.
yeah. Sark under his breath.
In front of you, the wall top extends, another 200 feet until it connects with the Barbican, where again, there is another sheer surface up 20 feet to the top of the Barbican itself. But right in front of you, there's this strangely tempting hole in the wall where the flagstones have crumbled.
Son of a.
Wait, what's behind this?
If you
I
recall,
wasn't here last time you were up on the Barbican.
Oh my god.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
You weren't. So let me fill you in on this little joyous tidbit. Last time we split the group where Armaros and Kairos went to go fight more statues, and then Kara decided to go down a hole that we had found, and I sort of waited until she vanished, and I was like, I'll go see what's down there, and 2 oozes killed us.
Yeah, there were 2 gelatinous cubes, and I tried to swim through them, and I almost made it, but I did not. I
swim
died.
now. You could swim now.
Like swim through them. That could be cool.
That would be cool.
There's basically a yellow mane at the end of that tunnel.
Oh,
There's
but every
another
time we
raven.
get one, we got to get that.
Yeah, so we got to figure out how to kill these gelatinous cubes.
How do we get so sidetracked all the time?
Well, no, but that's like huge.
Poor-
That unlocks something new, like that we can use.
I agree.
The last raven that y'all got unlocked spells that you could buy from Maine. Who knows what
This could be like magic arrows or some shit for you too.
All right,
I
what
love it. Yes.
what kills a gelatinous cube, guys?
Can I pull upon my knowledge or maybe ask my patron? He might laugh in my face. I don't know if there's a stat
Yeah,
for
you
luck.
absolutely can. Give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
18. Awesome. Yeah. Are you calling on Atikusu?
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. What does it look like when you try to call on Atikusu for his?
My
demo?
eyes roll into the back of my head and my mouth hangs open like in an awkward fashion.
So you're sleeping
Like-
on a plane.
Yeah.
Yes. Plain sleep.
Mhm.
Awesome. So gelatinous cubes, as seen here. Let's see.
While this is happening, everyone can hear what he says because his voice speaks through me. That's why my mouth hangs up. It's inspired by that whole like incoming message from the big giant head from the third rock from the sun. It's kind of like
Show
that.
me what you got.
Fantastic. Yeah, let me see. Okay. Atikusu is amused by your desire to learn about gelatinous cubes and responds well to your entreaties. He replies, so like, words sort of start rolling out of Aya's mouth. Gelatinous cube. They're like immune to being blinded and charmed and deafened and exhausted and frightened. They can't be like knocked down or anything. Generally, they just sit in places and clean them up by eating anything. They can engulf you and eat you and deal acid damage and also make you drown while they've engulfed you. And that's about it. They deal acid damage. So that's cool.
What is...
And then my eyes come back and I close my mouth and I'm like, sorry guys, sometimes that happens. It's a little creepy.
Okay.
What?
So we have to keep our distance.
I guess so. That's hard to do in that tiny space.
Plus, there are two of them, and they come from both directions.
What if we bait them into coming out, and then we stand at the edge of at the entrance of the thing, bait them into coming out, and then they'll be in a line in front of us.
Do you think they can climb the wall?
What if they become a super ooze?
Well, that's still easier to deal with than two oozes blocking you in. I would rather have one ooze that's slow instead of two oozes that can flank you.
Armaros, what do you think?
I think it'll kill us if we get down there. I don't know.
Yes, I feel like it's confined. We're very trapped. Having been eaten alive by one, it's an unpleasant experience.
But we've got to get that raven.
Can we do it without engaging
Fighting
the
them?
ooze?
How did we get the last raven, Steven? Like, did we have to touch it or did we talk to it or how did that work?
That raven was the white raven that you'd seen at the top of the archway, and then you saw it again in the marketplace.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that you all sort of like had some unstructured time to like animal handle it until it was friendly to you, and then it just like hopped on your shoulder, Aya, and just rode you back to the Gardens of the Moon.
I mean, this is a bad idea, but I do have 39 hit points as myself.
And
so I could just like brute force this thing and like try to get over there and back before dying, I guess.
Let's do it.
Can we in some way stop the one that's in the back from getting can we collapse
plop
more
down
of the
from?
Do we know nothing is effective against them? We cannot kill them?
We haven't tried icing them.
You can damage them freely. They are fully damageable. Atikusu told you all that they have no particular resistances to any damage. So yeah, you can just straight up murder them.
Well, let's just fight them then.
But the thing is if one of us goes in, so Jeff, if you go in, you're going to be sandwiched in between two of them and you will surely die. So we have to send one person in so they both drop down and then we go in. That way we are not wedged between two of them. That's my thought.
I don't think that they had dropped down from anywhere.
No, they literally were almost so, I don't want to say porous, but like see-through, that one was in the back just like there, and you wouldn't notice till it moved, and one was right in front of the raven, and you wouldn't notice till it moved. And so they were just like chilling.
There's like a tunnel that goes both ways. So like here's the entrance to the tunnel. There's an ooze in the tunnel here and an ooze in the tunnel here. And they were like, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
All right. So when we drop down, we have to split into two, and have one person tank one of them, have the other person tank the other one, and have everyone damage the same one.
My
that make
question, my question and concern is if they just keep moving, would
We'll
they
all get
eventually
engulfed.
just
We'll all die.
envelop
So we
everyone?
have to drop one.
Yeah.
We have to drop one. I think we can. Personally.
I mean, we could go down there and I could just try to staff them to death.
Snake
I do have
I think
frostbite,
Aki said they can't be poisoned.
but I can hit them.
Oh,
But I guess that's mostly poison damage.
yeah.
Let's see. Hang on. They are immune to, technically, according to this sheet, they are not even immune to poison damage or even the poisoned condition.
All right.
Antikusu was comprehensive. He actually gave you a lot of information. This time.
Okay. Should we go? Should we just do that?
Let's do it. I clearly
Okay.
not going first, but one of you with HP should definitely jump in.
All right.
I'm not going in first either. Hell no.
Here I go.
Wait, are you a spider? What are you right now?
I'm probably a spider as I climb down. I don't know how deep this is, but
Oh, you could web it so it stops
yeah,
moving on us. Oh, that's smart. Okay.
yeah, I can web it.
Yeah,
So I'll
awesome.
stay a spider. I'll go down there.
Cool. Okay, so I think we should take a 5-minute break because we've been going for about an hour and a half. And when we come back, we will see what has happened. So, Ankara, as you move down into this hole with your spider form, you can tell that like the ground under you, there's like scree and rock and loose flagstones that form this like sinuous tunnel that switches back a few times, delving down into the interior of the wall. Because you're a spider, you're able to climb it very easily, but the others won't have such an easy time.
Can I leave
When we come
webbing
back-
behind?
You can weave webbing
Okay.
behind, but then you'll be
Yeah.
out of your web.
Oh.
So think about it over our
Good luck,
break. And when we
guys.
come back, we will find out how we approach this situation.
Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to the Sunfall Cycle. Hopefully you all did what you had to do and didn't sew anything to yourself. That'd be awkward.
That would be terrible. Who would do that?
Yeah. It'd be weird if someone did that and then confessed to it during break. That'd be strange.
I've done things like that before too.
Anyway, let's jump back into this.
So, as I understand it, giant Spartacara is climbing her way down this tunnel of scree and rock. Is anybody
Yeah.
directly behind her, or are you all letting her go first? What's the like attack plan here?
Someone
will
should
not
be behind me.
I think it should be Armaros. I think it should be Ankara, Armaros, and then me and Sarek will jump down last. So we're like sandwiched between them.
Okay. So let's see. Does that sound good to you, Armaros?
Sure.
All right, we've got Ankara, and then Armaros, and then Aya and Sarek.
I'm nervous for some reason. Why am I nervous?
Because this is
'Cause-
terrible.
This is like a very difficult fight to have in a small tunnel.
Oh, wait, which one are we targeting first? Are we targeting Ankara's first or Armaros's?
I don't know that we know which will
Because
show up.
we gotta focus one down.
Ankara, did you leave webbing behind for your allies to climb easily?
Didn't do it.
I can't. Then when I get down there, I won't be able to. I mean, I guess I could leave webbing behind and then attack them immediately, and
Yep.
then hope they don't hurt me before I can web them.
It's also a 5/6 recharge, so you could always just hope that it recharges.
Okay. Yeah, I'll leave the webbing and see what happens.
Wise. All right. Everybody roll a athletics check with advantage, except for Ankara, of course. You get to do this for free.
Ha!
Hey,
22,
strength,
14.
strength.
Jumping down.
20. All right,
Nice.
awesome. Y'all all drop down into this tunnel with ease. Now, let me see here. There is, it's dim on the climb down through this sinuous tunnel, but once you get down to the bottom and like drop down into the tunnel proper, it's pitch black. Oh yeah.
Can I
Fine, I'll take
use
care
the
of it.
lantern then?
Do you have a lantern?
It's my bag 2 slot.
Awesome. Yeah, you can dig out your lantern and light it and just like set it on the ground or something like that.
That's what I shall do.
Awesome. And let me just double check your lantern. Wait. Oh. I think it gives you like 60 feet of light or something like that. It's huge.
Nice.
Yeah, this is a it's a hooded lantern, and it gives you bright light within a 30-foot radius and dim light for an additional 30-foot radius. So you can see 60 feet in all directions.
Great.
Fantastic. Okay, awesome. So everybody give me a perception check. Oh, yeah.
Did you roll snake eyes?
I did.
That's double 1 on perception for Sarek.
Should I just roll that on mine, Steven?
As your spider, yeah. Mm-hmm. And you can just click your wisdom.
Got it. Thank you.
It's not even fun. It's not even funny. It's just like sad.
So Sarek, Armaros, and Ankara, the three of you are looking around and you don't see anything.
What?
Like the hallway is empty. Aya, you look to your left down in the direction of like the glowing yellow light and the sparkling of gold. And just as a faint shimmer in front of it, you see the slick, wet surface of a gelatinous cube. And then you peer off to your right down into the darkened end of the tunnel, and pressed up against the wall 10 feet before the wall just turns into rubble, you see the slick, wet surface of a second gelatinous cube. Would everybody roll for initiative, just so that we have like a clear initiative order for when contact happens?
Mm-hmm. There's like a huge delay when I clicked it. It was so weird.
I was trying to figure out how to put you last again. I was just waiting, crunching numbers.
Yeah, basically.
Steven, does my perception remain my perception? Because it's not stuff that I keep, right, about myself, like mentally.
Yes. So like I guess.
Because it's like having to do with your senses, so I can see why it would be the spider.
Right. That's why I had to use the spider, because it's based on the spider's vision and scent and stuff like that.
Totally.
So I think perception is going to be the spiders, but like knowledge, like nature, that would be Ankara.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And you rolled an 11 on your initiative. That's great. Perfect. Gelatinous cube number 1 rolls a 10. I'm actually going to change its name so that wait. Oh my God. That one. There we go. And then, copy, paste. Cool. And then gelatinous cube 2.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. What did I?
So even though it's not my turn, because I see it first,
Dang.
can I?
Yeah, so we're not currently acting in initiative order. This is just for when initiative order happens. So yeah, you see them. You can like just dictate the order of engagement here, Aya.
Mm-hmm. Are they moving towards us yet, or are they just stationary?
Yeah, you've all just landed. You're looking around. You see them, Aya. What do you do?
Okay, so first I'll warn Armaros that there's one in the direction he's facing, and then I'll tell Ankara to like maybe fairy fire and try to give her like a generic.
I don't have fairy fire anymore.
Spider.
And also I'm a spider, but I also don't have fairy fire.
I think once you point them out, Aya, the others can sort of calibrate their vision and see.
Oh, sweet. Okay, yeah. Then I do that, and then I like point out, like, see that faint shimmer there, and like try to like give them an idea of where it is.
They're not invisible. They're just very hard to see. So once you point out the clues, people see them. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, yeah, I do that then.
So what's the plan? One of you is trying to tank one of them. One of you is trying to tank the other. Okay.
We're gonna hold ground, I think, for now. And
have you established like
range?
Have you established a kill order? Like everybody's going to focus on number 1 and then number 2?
Yeah, I think. I was trying to. I think we should focus down on Kara's first because she's a little softer. And then
Agreed.
Do Armaros's because Armaros can kind of take a beating. Sorry, Armaros.
Fine.
Okay. So yeah, we're gonna focus down on Kara's first since she's relying heavily on her web, and once that's expended, she's not gonna have a lot of defense. And then hopefully we'll dispatch that fast enough to then take care of the one on Armaros's side.
Cool.
I'm gonna do this. Just do a little bit of setup here. Put Armaros over here. So Giant Spider Kara is facing off with Gelatinous Cube 2, and Armaros is facing off with Gelatinous Cube 1. Their move speed is 15 feet, and they are definitely each 30 feet away. So there's like full rounds before anything happens. Let's go ahead and act in initiative order. Jeff, do you want to do anything, or are you just going to take like the defensive action, or what's your current plan of action?
I'm going to try to swing at it, I guess.
Well, it's 30 feet away, so you could run up and then swing.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
All right, awesome. Jeff charges forwards and then takes an attack. 22 nails it easily for 11 piercing damage. Very nice. Yep, no problem.
Let me see the health bar. Is it 1 or 2? Oh, it's 1? Oh,
okay. Yeah, you're facing off against number 1. Can you see the health bar?
Yeah, I can. Thank you.
Cool.
Now, for this turn, then I'll just hold my spot.
Cool. Sarek, the Gelatinous Cube number 2 is at the other end of the hallway.
Sure. I'm going to take a shot at number 2 and hopefully do something to it. And I can also get a sneak attack on this, correct? If not, I want to use my insightful fighting so that I can.
Yeah, use insightful fighting.
Do I need to roll that first, or?
Yes, it's your insight versus its deception, I think.
Gotcha. Never mind.
Dude. It rolled a 7 on its deception check. It has a -5 on its charisma. Okay, make your attack. Hey, you nailed it.
I'll take it. I'll take what I can get.
Nice.
-7. Nice. Giant Spider Kara, this thing is 15 feet, or 30 feet away. You can move up to it and then attack if you'd like.
Isn't the range on my web 30 at least 30 feet?
I mean, that very well maybe. I think it's 30, 60. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm not going to move up all the way. I'll move up like 10 more feet. So I'm like 20 feet away from it.
Hold on to that thought, because you did just use your webbing to help everybody down. Roll a d6. Maybe you'll recharge. You did. You got your webbing back.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
21 nails it. So the restrained target is restrained, and then it can make a DC 12 strength check to burst the webbing on a success. It can also be attacked and destroyed. AC 10, HP 5. Okay, cool. Very well done. So Gelatinous Cube number 2 is webbed. Let's see. I'm going to put this little like net symbol on it. Gelatinous Cube number 1. Yeah. Jeff, the Gelatinous Cube surges forwards, moving in the direction of your allies behind you, pressing against you as it does. You must make a DC 12 dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
You can do it.
Hey, cool. On a successful save, you can choose to be pushed 5 feet back.
Yeah.
So it's going to push you 5 feet back, and that's all that it does. Gelatinous Cube number 2 is restrained, and it's going to try to make a dexterity strength saving throw to break out. It sort of like surges. Yeah, it sort of surges in the hallway. You've got this web that's sort of like plastered floor to ceiling, and it just like surges forwards and bursts the web. And then it moves 15 feet forward.
Roll a 19.
it rolled a 19 on its strength check. So it moves forwards. It's now 5 feet away from you, Ankara, but it cannot attack because it used its action to break free. So Aya, your turn.
It's 5 feet away from Ankara.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to hit it with Dissonant Whispers and try to get it to go back.
Okay.
Smart play.
DC 13 Wisdom saving throw. Gelatinous cubes, not terribly wise.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
it succeeds.
What? Wow.
Roll your 3D. Oh, I guess that's the 22 psychic damage. On a successful save, it takes half as much damage, minus 11, and then doesn't have to move. So that's where we are. Armaros,
I want it to be canon that the image I project into its mind is me eating Jell-O.
Yes, that's amazing.
I'm not seeing the second one take damage. Is it? Health bar going down?
Yeah, it did a little bit. You can see, kind of.
It is. It's
just in the black.
Yeah, it is. It's just on a black background, so it's a little bit hard to see. Yeah.
I swing at mine as per usual.
Yeah, so you've been getting pushed backwards just a little bit. Go ahead and roll your swing. 12 hits.
8
damage. Not bad.
And I might. I guess I'll do action surge.
Cool.
And I haven't used a reaction yet, so can I do that or no?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then I will use one superiority die to give myself advantage on this.
Yep.
What am I hitting here?
This is your fainting attack, right?
Yes. I'm glad I did.
Oh man, good choice. You hit for 11 piercing damage plus the
Nice.
D8. Right?
Oh yeah, right. So 14.
Hey, minus 14. Very nice. So yeah, y'all like peer over your shoulder, and just at the other end of this dimly lit hallway, Armaros is just like going toe to this thing. You see this flail like swinging around his head, and this thing is like ooze is like splattering against the walls, and there's like gouges out of its surface. Yeah, Sarek, you see this and turn your attentions back to the gelatinous cube in front.
Classic Armaros mutterings.
Yeah.
Damn gelatin creature. Push me, will you?
I'll use Insightful Fighting again, because I don't think anyone's next to this ooze, right?
Correct.
Okay.
How is Armaros injured?
Took 2 damage from the statue.
Oh, you're right.
What is happening right now?
See?
This is the worst.
All right, you succeed.
Oh my god.
It rolled a 1.
Thank God that thing has no charisma.
It rolled a 1 and it has a minus 1.
All right, I'm gonna take another shot.
18 hits, and you get your sneak attack. 7 plus 2d6. Plus 9 is what? 16? Yeah, totally. Awesome. All right, Ankara, you're 5 feet away from this thing. Your giant spider fangs ready to go.
Yeah, I think it's time to just bite it. I think that's what I need to do.
Totally.
Oh, let me see.
Ew. Oh, but it plays into its fear of being eaten. Oh, yeah. This should do extra damage.
Got it.
You succeed. Damn. 21 piercing damage?
Wow.
21 damage?
Yeah.
Paralyzed?
Could be paralyzing.
And it is paralyzed. If the poison damage reduces the target to 0 hit points, it is paralyzed.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah, that was a massive blow. You can see like the black venom from her fangs spreading out into the body of this gelatin in front of you. It does not look good for the thing. Gelatinous cube number 1 moves forwards again, Jeff, attempting to engulf you. Make a DC 12 dexterity saving throw. Oh no, it moves forwards and you like put up your shield to resist its advance, and it just pushes around and over your shield, engulfing your shield arm, and then quickly the rest of you.
No.
And you take 3d6 acid damage. 11. You can't breathe. You're restrained. And holy shit. And you take 66 acid damage at the start of each of the cube's turns. When the cube moves, the creature moves with it. So this cube now moves closer to the rest of you, with Armaros sort of floating in the middle of it, being carried towards you.
Wait,
So
how much? I'm sorry. How much damage was that?
It dealt him with 11 damage now.
No, I mean like per turn.
At the start of its next turn, he will take 6d6.
Unless you can get out of it, right?
Yeah, unless you can escape. You can try to escape by making a DC 12 strength check. So I think you're going to have that one on lockdown, Armaros.
Is there any way to enhance that roll? No?
You'd have to convince me.
No, I mean like my teammates.
Yeah,
We
your
can
teammates could
attempt to
probably
help
like
you.
reach in and try to grab you out of it for sure.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, it's Gelatinous Cube 2's turn. Gelatinous Cube number 2 lashes out at you, Ankara, with a pseudopod. Hitting with a 14, which is your armor class. And that deals you 14 acid damage.
Okay.
This pseudopod raking across your chitin and leaving great burn gouges in your armor.
Ew.
Aya, it's your turn.
Okay. This time I'm gonna use Dissonant Whispers again, but it's gonna be like a repeating voice that's like, this giant spider's hunger knows no bounds. It's gonna eat you right up. Gobble, gobble, gobble.
Awesome.
Please work.
Gobble, gobble, gobble.
That's the sound a spider makes.
All right,
Nom, 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 nom.
Nom, nom,
let's
nom.
see about that wisdom saving throw. Gelatinous Cube's not very wise.
Wow.
Failed. Takes 3d6 psychic damage, so that's 14. And then it begins fleeing. So it flees 15 feet away.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
You are very slow. So yeah, go ahead and roll your attack of opportunity.
You can do it. Kill this thing.
22 nails it. And that's 14 damage. Damn, it's not dead yet. But that was harsh. This is not looking good for this Gelatinous Cube. Armaros.
Just take a bite out of its ass.
It's your turn. You can't breathe. You're restrained. You can try to escape by making a DC 12 strength check.
Get out of there.
Whoa!
Check it out. Are you exiting towards your allies or towards the treasure?
It's pushing towards them, so he swims through it to the backside where the treasure is, I guess.
Cool. Yep. Awesome. And that's it. That's your turn. You can move if you like, but that's your action.
No. Yeah, I'm standing behind it, following it.
All right, Jesse, it's your turn.
Yo, I'm not gonna attack the one that Armaros is on because I don't want to draw its attention at all. So I'm gonna try and finish off the one that's running and get rid of.
Yeah, kill that one so I can attack the other one.
Yeah. Let's do this. Never mind.
Ooh,
Hope everyone has a good day. I'll be over here wasting arrows.
4 out of 6 rolls are ones, man.
Jesse, you fire your arrow and you can like feel that the shot is just terrible. You sort of look away in exasperation, and then you hear this sport as your arrow hits the giant wall of cube at the end of the hallway. Roll damage.
What do you mean? What? It worked?
Its armor class is 6.
Is it?
Yeah. Roll 2d6.
I'll take what I can get.
Nice.
It's a literal wall of gelatin.
The saddest arrow being like when somebody throws like a really bad paper airplane, like.
Yeah. And I don't know why or how, but I'll take it.
Yeah.
And Jesse, you get your sneak attack.
Oh, you're
damage
absolutely
from
right.
I mean, if it engulfs you, it does 6d6 damage if you can't get out, or 10d6 or whatever. It's like it'll one shot.
All right, Jesse, your arrow softly, just sort of like oozes into the surface of this wall, and then it just sort of discorporates. It sort of like shimmers and shivers, and then just like a wall of water sort of like spreads along the floor.
It
as
deserves
this thing.
a sad death like this. Just the saddest, most pathetic, like...
It is
Ow!
very sad. And Kara, would you roll 2d6 just to see if you recover your web
Yeah.
for last turn and this turn? You do. That 5 recharges your web. And now it's your turn. This other gelatinous cube is sort of down at the other end of the hallway. I think it's about 30 feet away from you.
Okay. I don't know. I'm just going to go bite it. I don't know.
Cool. 10 hits.
That hit?
For 24 damage. Jesus.
It's spider time. You didn't like my spider, but how do you feel about it now?
The gelatinous
Spider's
cube
hungry.
moves forwards, trying to engulf you, and Kara, make a dexterity saving throw as your spider.
terrifying.
Hey.
Your spider's. You being a killer doesn't make it better. It's
All right.
more
Are
terrifying.
you allowing yourself to get pushed back 5 feet?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Yeah, totally. Aya, it's your turn.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm going to Eldritch Blast it.
Cool. Nailed it. Your purple blast lighting up the walls of the cavern. -9. Fantastic. Armaros, you're on the other side, closer to the treasure, but you're flanking this gelatinous cube.
Good. I don't, but I hit. 11.
For 11. And then Sarek. I don't think there's any way for you to miss.
Yeah, he's just testing to see if you crit, I guess.
Yep.
Yep.
Nail it. Roll your damage plus your sneak attack because you have allies within 5 feet of this. All right. This time your arrow strikes true, and instead of a sad whimpering dispersal, this thing just sort of like your arrow shoots a hole through it. It's like that thing in like anime where it's like there's like a thin line that just goes through the center of the thing, and then like the whole
Yeah.
Right.
Armaros and
Everyone, and
Spider
there's like
Car
shots
get
of our
drenched.
faces.
Yeah, exactly. Just explodes all over. Amazing. And they are both dead.
I just want to point out I rolled.
Wait, yeah, you rolled a D26?
6.
Oh, well, 9 is a very reasonable number for 2d6, so I'm going to give it to you anyway.
Thanks, chat, for shaming me. I was like, what'd I do wrong? I look over, I'm like,
The kindest DM.
Also, it's worth noting, actually, your initial damage without the extra damage was enough to kill it anyway, so, whatever.
Don't matter.
Well done. Well, we're out of time this evening, but before we go, why don't I tell you what you have found?
Yes.
Loot.
Down at the other end. There's a long tunnel stretching through the wall. It's pitch black, and at one far end, something glows with a faint blue color. And when you get down to that end, there's like the center of like a fireburst scorch mark and blue glowing rock melt. It's like some sort of spell has gone off here and like left residue on the walls. And in a pile, there is 350 gold pieces,
Wow.
which translates to 87.5 each.
Ooh.
So
I'll divvy up that way.
87.5 each. And then also 3 gemstones, a bloodstone, a quartz, and a zircon, each worth 50 gold pieces. A spell scroll for a warlock, which you can read, Aya. It's the Scroll of Cause Fear. And then another spell scroll, which is not one that anybody can read, but because we need to keep track of it, I'm going to tell you. It's a paladin scroll, the Scroll of Heroism. There's a small pouch which contains 4 potions of healing.
This was quite the treasure trove.
Yeah, wow.
And a yellow raven sits on the rock looking up at you, glowing faintly in the dim light, looking up at you, Armaros, and saying, Quark?
I cut its head off.
Okay.
No!
All right, well, that's going to do it for today, folks. When we come back next time, I suppose we can continue on and face off against the Wyvern.
Oh, my goodness.
Part due.
Part 2. Jesse, do you want to take us away?
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. A lot of nonsense happened today, but like in a good way. And we got a lot done. So I'm thrilled. I also would love to know if the Bloodstone, Quartz, and Zircon Could be used for anything crafting related. But that's all I'll say about that. So let's go around this here screen and figure out what's going on with people this week. So we're going to start with the man, the myth, the legend, the one true gun, the son of fun, the dancer
Of buns?
of buns. Jeff, what are you doing this week?
Thank you so much, Jesse, for just being you. Well, this week I'm actually home. It'll be like the first weekend I'm home in 2 months, so that's nice. Just plan on relaxing and hanging out. A lot of streams over my channel. Otherwise, looking forward to next week. And then I'm off to Burbank to cast some StarCraft. And then the week after, I'll be commentating some Warhammer 40K for Adepticon. That's the kind of thing anybody's interested in. You should check it out. Thank you.
Next up on our list, she will kill you with kindness, but don't let that lead to blindness. She's trouble with a capital Ubble, coming from the HQ where the background's blue. I got nothing else to say. Is it still Brit? We'll find out today. Let's do this.
I wasn't for a while. I was a spider, but now I'm back and I'm still Brit Wiseman. It's me. So there you go. Thanks for watching and hanging out. This was really fun. I feel like my spider did really well today, so I'm very happy with it, even though no one else liked it. I'm probably going to stream on Sunday, a scary game. I'm deciding which one to stream. Probably around like 9:30 in the morning if you want to come hang out with me at Sheerhex. That's my Twitch. And my Twitter is my name. And I hope everyone has a really nice week. And we'll see you next week.
I love that you start Sunday mornings with scary games. Like, wake up, put in some time with me. Let's get scared. It'll be great.
I just haven't played a scary game in a long time. I think it's a good way to get the mind working on a Sunday. Why relax when you could stress yourself out for 3 hours?
Understood.
I can't see any fault in that logic at all.
Yeah.
Next up, she'll give you shit and also hit you in the face.
God, Jesse.
Someone said I rolled a 1 for the outro. That's really funny. And
You're doing great.
Don't let her be bad, because jokes will be had. She's the one, the only bronze.
Wow.
Did you write these before we were streaming today?
Yeah. I took a lot of time to think this out.
Yeah.
I said, you know what?
Everybody knows all these shows are scripted, including the outros.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you very much, Jesse. Yeah, this week I'll just be streaming on my channel like normal. I stream super early in the morning. Come through, check it out, I guess. I'm a variety caster. What else am I doing? Oh, cool, fun tidbit. There's actually this D&D anthology called Uncaged, and volume 1 of that just came out, and it's actually a body of stories and adventures and modules for D&D 5th edition that try to subvert a lot of stereotypes surrounding like a lot of female mythological creatures. So like it retells some things like Medusa. Those of you who know like the real story of Medusa, it's actually pretty tragic and sad, and like tries to put a different spin on crones and hags and things like that. And I actually wrote the foreword to it.
That's awesome.
So
That's so cool.
yeah. So that came out, and if you want to check that out and read my foreword with my own special story regarding female myths and legends, check it out. It's kind of interesting, and it might give you some cool ideas for a villain to put in your own home run campaign. That's not a terrible stereotype, but it's a little bit more interesting than that. So yeah, that's all. That's me.
That's awesome.
Super cool.
Yeah, it's called. Did I say the name? It's called D&D Uncaged.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So good.
I
forget that part.
Could have been like unvagined though, or something like that.
What's a vagine?
Seems I have a forward to write for you as well.
Wow. All right. Well, last but certainly not least, like a carriage from a pumpkin, our beautiful Stephen Lumpkin.
Weak.
I want to just end the show. I got nothing.
Well, folks, you can follow me on Twitter at Silent Osiris. And I don't have a whole lot going on. I'm having a great time with the Sunfall Cycle. The next 2 episodes will probably also be 2-hour episodes, as Europe has not yet sprung forwards. So I've got to like rush home, scarf down dinner, and then get on air like immediately. So that's why we're just a little bit tight on time. So thank you for your patience while the Europe catches up to those cantankerous Americancarists. With that, I think I'm going to pass it over to the man on top of the box, the man who rocks, the man without the gorgeous locks, the man who you might not see upon the docks, the one, the only, the amazing Jesse Cox.
Wow, that was way better than all of.
No, that was. I'm really embarrassed for you, Stephen, because you tried, but it's a little awkward.
Is that what it sounds like when I do it? Because that sucks. That's unpleasant. Yeah, for everyone involved. I apologize. I'm so sorry, guys. I didn't know that's what it sounded like. God. Wow. All right. Well, I'm going to end this quickly because we need to talk about our communication on this show. But that's it for us. We'll see you next week. Thank you so much for tuning in. And to all of you who have questions, comments, and you're curious more about this, hit us up on the Tweetster. We'd love to talk to you. And I will see y'all next time. Bye, everybody. Pew, 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 pew.
Bye.
You know, where's the payoff? Bring the strippers and booze. We do occasionally talk about video games. Bring the strippers and booze. I don't have time for video games. Bring the strippers and booze.
Oh, thank God, I don't need pants now.
Hey, JC, what are you doing? Not much. Making a fortune.
Yeah, now sing music.
Bring the strippers and booze. I'm here to ask and answer one simple question.